Um, I'm 66 years old, retired federal employee, and I frequently have lunch with a couple of my old college buddies that are about the same age, and we went through school together, and they're retired too, and we try to meet once a week and have lunch. And we meet at a city park. This particular is in Huntsville, Alabama, and it's called John Hunt Park. Very nice facility. It's got a covered pavilion with nice picnic tables, and it's a very nice place to eat. Keeps you out of the rain and the sun, and we've been doing that for quite some number of months now. We met as usual at about 11:30 at this park, and we sat and did our usual talk and ate and had our drinks, and we sat there almost 3 hours. We determined that, well, it's about time to go. So at almost 2 o'clock, we decided that all three of us had to go to the bathroom badly. The bathroom at the pavilion was still locked up due to the coronavirus. So as we all walked to the car, our individual automobiles, and prepare to leave, they feel like they can make it to some other location to try to find a restroom or perhaps even home. I'm thinking I need to go really badly. About 50 or 75 yards off to the side is a row of 3 porta-johns, and I think, I'm going to take advantage of it rather than trying to make it home for a 15 to 20 minute drive. So I drive over there. This park is very desolate. It's very seldom that you see many people around. And as I pulled up to the porta-johns, I parked my car probably barely 5 feet from the edge of the porta-john. I get out and look around, and there's not a human in sight as far as I can see for 200 or 300 yards. Foolishly, I left the keys in the car with the engine running, thinking I'm only going to be in there about a minute or two. Ran inside, and I was in the porta-john probably less than 2 minutes. About 20 seconds or so before I finished and started to come out, I heard the door slam and the gas pedal go down, and the car pulled away. I thought, I wonder, maybe that was just another car pulled up. So I quickly finished, got outside, looked around, and there was nothing to be seen as far as I could see. My car was not only gone, I could not even see it on the incoming road for quite some distance away. The thief had already gotten far, far beyond visual sight, and I was left standing there feeling very strangely and very foolishly, wondering, is this real, or is someone just played a bad joke on me? But quickly coming to my senses, I realized that this is not a joke, that my car has been stolen. So I quickly called the Huntsville police. I've got the number on my phone, fortunately. And they responded very quickly. They were there in less than 10 minutes. 2 officers in 2 separate vehicles. I described everything in detail, exactly what had happened, including the fact that I had brought 3 handguns in the trunk safely locked away, meaning to have shown them to my old college buddies, but we ran out of time, and all 3 needing to go to the restroom quickly, we didn't have time to look at them. So I figured no big deal, we'll just catch it next time. Unfortunately, they were fairly valuable handguns. One was belonged to my father, a Colt revolver that had more sentimental value than probably any other firearm that I have, because it belonged to my father, who passed away about 30 years ago. So I called my wife. She came and got me, and we're both just extremely bummed out, shocked, indescribable, the feelings that you go through when you have something like that. It's the first time I'd ever had anything of any substantial amount of anything stolen from me. And by this point, over the weekend, it's just a strange feeling. I can't describe the feeling that I had over the weekend. It's just one of having been invaded and taken advantage of, and and just wondering and trying to rack my brain, everything, I immediately changed the locks on our home, obviously, because somebody out there has my key ring, including the key to my house. So I go to Walmart Tuesday afternoon. I'm looking at some security items like a lock bar to keep my car a little safer, and a few other items. And as I'm coming out of Walmart, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, I get a call from the Oak Ridge, Tennessee Police Department. And I'm speaking to a sergeant, and the first thing he says to me is, "This Mr. Logan?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Guess what I have?" I said, "Would it be a car by any chance?" And he said, "Yes, sir, we have your car." And I said, "Excellent." He said that it had run through a traffic camera in Oak Ridge, had flagged the signal and matched it up to a stolen vehicle list. Officers went in pursuit of it and pulled them over. And I said, "Do you have someone in custody?" He said, "Yes, sir, I actually have 2 people in custody." So now it's getting to be 5, 6, probably almost 6 o'clock, the 29th, and I talked to the towing shop, and I said, "Can you describe a little bit about the vehicle?" And she says, "It appears that there is no outside physical damage to the car. It's not wrecked. We see no bumps and scratches or broken glass. It's dirty." And she says, the inside, she mentioned, is trashed beyond belief. Food scraps, drugs, trash, partially eaten food, shall we say adult items, multiple needles, probably toiletry items, 1, 2 dozen. It led me to believe they were probably living in the car. It had been smoked in heavily. The car, even after multiple $100 cleanups, it still reeks of smoke and weird smells. In summary, obviously, never turn your back even for a second on a running car or anything left out in the open, etc. And be careful out there. That's the word of warning. And watch your stuff and your back.